I also want to highlight, sometimes people throw us, use the "you are a Buddhist" card, yeah, to manipulate us, to in a way emotionally blackmail us, strong arm us to do what they want us to do. Oh, because I'm a Buddhist, so I cannot ask you to change. I cannot ask you to do some changes. No, I don't think that's right. Especially if you are living in the same building, and if your fixture that is non-standard affects your neighbor has then you have the right to, if person A install a certain fixture that disturbs person B, and this is a building that you are staying in, just because you are Buddhist, doesn't mean that we have to then bear with anything that comes. There's a difference between speaking our mind versus getting upset over it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with speaking our mind. You think about it, the Buddha also speak his mind, what? The Buddha wants the monks to change also, right? I think sometimes we may have the impression that either that because someone is a Buddhist, so we can expect them to bend over, like a doormat, like whatever other people wishes, then we must go along. Yeah, I don't see why we cannot bring this up. The challenge is to bring it up without anger or displeasure. This is not so easy. If we just don't bring up, maybe easier. Yeah, easier ma. We just endure lor. But can you endure? Can you put up with it without anger and displeasure? Because speaking up or not speaking up, to me, is not so much the problem. Yeah, if you can accept it without anger and displeasure, then that's okay also. But if you speak up without anger and displeasure, also okay. Yeah, but not so easy. Not so easy. So this is one area that we can, in a way, practice patience also. Yeah. The challenge is, one, how can we bring it up without being angered or displeased? Two, how can we bring it up and be able to convince the other person to help us solve this problem? Oftentimes, we will find that if you bring it up by telling the person that the person has a problem, it's less likely that people want to do anything about it. But if we somehow, I don't say that it's easier, and sometimes it's just very difficult. If we can somehow get the person to see this not as your problem, not as his problem, but as a problem to be solved, and to enlist that person to help out to solve this problem. That means that person is rendering you help. Sometimes people are more willing to. Yeah. Yeah. So to me, the first thing is to check ourselves whether there's anger and displeasure. Yeah. I say this not I don't think it's easier. Sometimes all of you who are watching this, you must know that it is easy for us to talk about it now, but not so easy when it's happening to you. Especially when, let's say, at 10 plus 11 you're about to sleep, and then your neighbor go and water the plants lah, go and wash the whatever, and then your tap just yeah. Of course, some of us get used to it. But if you are not feeling well, the slightest sound can be very disturbing also. So, as always, number one, keep calm yourself. Number two, if you can, do something about it without getting angry. But if you can't, then you just have to accept. You really, at the end of the day, if you don't accept, then how? You want to move away over one tap? Yeah, not possible.